Okay. Here we go, guys. Okay, I mean, I really want to see this because I'm curious about the list. Best game of 2024. 30k dislike. What happened? The time is here to announce IGN's Game of the Year 2024. Yes, my trusted game journalist, IGN. This year saw strong nominees across a variety of different genres and platforms. Yes. Okay, my trusted source. Here we go, IGN. Oh shit.
In 2024, we saw games where soldiers dove headfirst into alien planets to defend Earth, Princess Zelda led her very own legend, a little robot overcame impossible odds to rescue PlayStation's greatest characters, and a game of poker unlike anything else.
Blatro, I'm
arguments for why any
interested in the card game, yeah. Oh, what's this game?
Number of our best game of 2024 nominees could take home the crown. A stark contrast from last year where Baldur's Gate 3
I'm actually
and The
surprised they include Wukong in this video. What?
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom were locked-in favorites. The breadth of games on display, from Black Myth Wukong to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, means picking this year's winner was harder than usual. But ultimately, there was one clear winner.
Who?
Here's IGN's best
Who's
game
the winner,
of 2024.
I'm curious.
Before we get to the overall winner, let's look back at some of the other games from this year that deserve your recognition, starting with our honorable mention.
Okay. Honorable mention. All right. Okay. Here we go, guys. Honorable mention.
These nominees were much loved by IGN's editorial team, but didn't get as many votes as our winner and runners-up. That said, they deserve your attention nonetheless.
Silent Hill. I have no idea about this game.
The mystery is afoot in the sequel to 2022's delightful point-and-click game, The Case of the Golden Idol. Set 200 years after the events of the first game,
As expected
Rise of the
from
Golden
my
Idol
trusted
returns
source,
with more
IGN.
devilishly clever puzzles where you solve various crimes
Solid
that begin
game?
to combine into one grand mystery.
Go experience the world.
Oh, Infinite Nikki.
Find your strength.
The fashion Nikki
Infinity Nikki. Yeah, I actually should check out the game. Just saying. Looks pretty. Yeah, I saw some clips from the game. I think maybe it's gonna be interesting as well.
series has always had its share of devotees.
The graphic
dress-up simulator was
is
a
very
pleasant,
good.
cozy way to pass the time, collecting different outfits and making your character as cute as they can
Aw.
be. But Infinity Nikki
Their
is a
story,
bold
yes.
reinvention,
It's gacha game.
combining all the elements fans loved, along with the amazing outfits they could create and adding a vibrant Zelda-like open world to explore.
Hey,
I know
Silent
what you
Hill.
are.
Honorable mention?
I know why I needed you.
There were doubts as to whether Bloober Team could faithfully remake one of the most beloved horror games of all time. Even Bloober admitted as much, citing the mixed reception some of their previous horror games have received. But the determination to do right by the source material
this
paid
game-
off, as
this
Silent
look
Hill 2
creepy,
delivers
yeah.
one of the scariest and best gaming experiences of the year.
Oh.
Faithful to everything that made the original great while updating the rusty, aging bits beautifully, Silent Hill 2 embodies everything that's great about the original and then some.
I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
The Prince of Persia, one of gaming's forgotten greats, finally got a new game worthy of the Prince's title. This 2.5D Metroidvania delivers one of the most
No idea about this
exhilarating
game.
revivals of any
Prince of
franchise in
Persia?
recent memory, and with its tight controls, excellent action, and swashbuckling storytelling, this is the best Prince of Persia game since Sands of Time.
Honorable mention, really? Wukong is that honorable mention? Not even in rank, guys. This is honorable. Please. No fucking way.
Black Myth Wukong captivated audiences ever since its first trailer was revealed,
Yeah.
but that was only a part of the story. Yes, the boss fights are epic and the combat is sublime, but this loving recreation of one of China's oldest, most beloved stories means millions of players can finally appreciate the legend of the Monkey Prince in a whole new way. One of the earliest surprises of the year was Animal Well. On the surface, it's another well-made homage to past 2D
It's from
Metroidvania
IGN, yes. One of like 18 mil
games.
subscriber.
But the deeper you go, the more you realize Animal Well isn't all that it
Damn.
appears. While the core gameplay and platforming are excellent, you quickly discover there's a massive puzzle at the heart of it all. So take out your notebook and get ready to put your brain to work to uncover the truth behind Animal Well.
Runner-ups!
Next up are the games that were oh so close to being crowned Game of the Year but narrowly missed out to the overall winner. If you haven't played these games already, you absolutely should.
Don't you want to know what this is all about?
Oh, Indiana.
You're damn right I do.
Indiana Jones.
Machine Games is back with another Nazi-punching blockbuster. And no, this isn't a new Wolfenstein game.
It's better than
Instead, the Swedish
Black
studio
Myth
has
Wukong and
endeavored to
Silent
bring
Hill
one of
2,
cinema's
yes.
greatest heroes into the modern
I
gaming
see.
age. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is essentially a truly great Indiana Jones movie brought to life.
Legend says that the Great Circle does have some
So
power.
they want to play movie games, right? Not really like games. They just want to play movies. I see.
Something about its geometry, a deeper force that connects these sites.
And by great, we mean up there with the original trilogy. Buoyed by Troy Baker's frankly insane portrayal of Harrison Ford's iconic archaeologist,
Patron of the fallen angels, protector of the Chukulimani.
The Great Circle feels like a dream come true for anyone who grew up enraptured by movies like The Last
Modern
Crusade and
games.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indy was never a shoot-'em-up hero. Instead,
Movie
he used
games.
his brains as well as his bronze to solve ancient riddles and punch out bad guys. And that's something Machine Games has wonderfully adapted here. Whether it's exploring the ancient catacombs of the Vatican or sneaking up on fascists and bonking them over the head, the Great
Why
Circle
modern
literally
games
puts you in
devolve?
the dirt-caked shoes of Indiana Jones, and it turns out it's every bit
Interesting.
as fun and exciting as we
I wonder what
imagined.
happened, guys. What? No way. What rank is this? I'm sorry, what?
Why is it called The Legend of Zelda if it stars Link? Is a question most have asked at one point in their life. Well, ask no more, as Echoes of Wisdom puts Zelda in charge of her own legend in this new top-down adventure game. Visually similar to the 2019 remake of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom is very much a true Zelda game, complete with the classic puzzles and dungeons the
Strong,
series is known
independent
for.
woman.
It's
Yes,
clearly
that's my-
learned from
that's
more
my woman
recent
right
games
there.
in
I
the
mean,
series too. And even though Echoes
That's
of Wisdom is
offensive,
more
guys.
of a
That's
classic
my
Zelda
protagonist
experience,
right there, yes.
the free-form creativity of Breath of the Wild is present, thanks to the Echoes mechanic that lets Zelda conjure whatever item and enemy she encounters, leading to all kinds of madcap solutions. Stuck on the other side of a ledge? Just stack a bunch of beds together to cross. Duh.
Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Helldivers? Wait,
Join
sorry.
the Helldiver.
Yeah,
Are you
Helldivers.
doing your part in the war to save our galaxy?
I'm doing my part.
If not,
Whoa.
jump into Helldivers
What?
2 and start blasting away at alien and robot scum. Arrowhead Game Studios delivered one of the new live service games of the year with the sequel to its
Did I
isometric
went to
alien
shit?
shooter.
What happened again?
Reimagined as a squad-based third-person shooter, Helldivers 2 is both a satirical take on the military-industrial complex while also
Oh, yeah,
being an
PlayStation
addictive
ruined it,
blast
right, like Sony?
thanks to its potent mix of high-powered weaponry, devastating orbital drop missiles, and a spirit of Earthian patriotism.
It's upon us. The reunion.
The game is doing good or bad? Which one, guys? I might be wrong, yes.
Waiting, Cloud.
After the prelude that was Final Fantasy VII Remake, we finally get to the heart of the adventure in the second in Square Enix's planned trilogy. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth encompasses some of the most important moments from the original, but more than that, stands on its own as a brilliant open-world RPG. What stands out almost immediately is how much love Square Enix has for these characters. It's clear Square Enix wants players to spend as much time as they can with Cloud, Aerith, Tifa, Barret, and Red 13, providing plenty of side quests, mini-games, and expanding entire moments so that we can all spend just a little more time with the gang before they resume their mission in the fight against Sephiroth. It makes these moments all the more valuable too.
Yeah, like Helldivers. Is it going? Okay, Helldivers. From my memory, right? It was good. Everyone is playing it, hype, and then like I forgot what Sony did, and then it went shit. Yeah, like maybe block region, is that it? Yeah, some people can't play, and then like the review went bomb. Yeah, but then I can't remember. Right, PSN thing. Right, like I can't remember what happened next. Did they like restore that or? Yeah, required to have PSN account, and some country can't access PSN, right? Not anymore. Okay. So okay, alright. So the soft, which is nice. Alright, I didn't know that. Sorry, guys.
Given the ending to Rebirth and the approaching finale.
This is not Game of the Year. No way.
Astrobot's life began as a humble mascot for the Playroom tech demo. Anytime Sony had some new hardware to show off, whether it was the PSVR headset or the PlayStation 5, Astrobot was there to guide players through the ins and outs of whatever new system Sony wanted to show off.
This
But
is
with
runner-up?
Astrobot, the adorable little mascot finally takes center stage. This colorful, vibrant 3D platformer isn't just a showcase for the PS5's powerful GPU and fast SSD, because between the unbridled level of creativity in each level and the controller-stressing difficulty of some of the harder challenge runs, Astrobot is pure delight and wonderment. Every ability Astrobot plays around with, from inflating into a balloon or punching enemies with bungee fists, never fails to amuse even the most hardened gamer. We don't say this lightly, but PlayStation might have just found its answer to Nintendo's Mario.
Two ancient elven gods. They
Oh,
were horrific tyrants.
my Game of the Year.
The worst is still coming.
After a brief interlude into the live service genre with games like Anthem, and a perhaps ill-advised attempt to rush out another Mass Effect game with Mass Effect Andromeda, BioWare has gone back to what it knows best. A good old-fashioned dungeon-crawling RPG
Oh my god, finally BioWare so got back to their root, guys.
full of delightful characters,
Yes.
witty dialogue, and the chance to create a character who looks and talks exactly the way you want them to.
Yeah, capping. I saw some clips saying like, tell the character to shut the fuck up, but then like, the character says something like, are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
Good-looking hero, if
Nah.
I do say so.
But while BioWare may have opted
Nah,
for a
you're capping. I
back-to-basics
remember the
approach to
details. Come on.
storytelling, there is
Something like
one
that.
area
Anyway.
of major improvement: the combat. It's not unfair to say this is the best a BioWare game has ever played, from its sword and sorcery combat to even the way you traverse the myriad of dungeons and mystical locales. While we're only one game into the BioWare renaissance, all eyes are back on the storied studio.
Really? Oh, Bellatrix. Your Game of the Year or?
It's just a poker game with some roguelike mechanics, we remember saying to friends incredulously when they first told us they spent all night playing a little game called Bellatrix. How good could it be? Turns out, after tens of thousands of poker hands and hundreds of hours spent playing, Bellatrix still has us wrapped around its fingers. A lot can be said about Bellatrix's addictive qualities and how it has this magnetic ability to get you to play just one more round. The reason for Bellatrix's rapid ascendancy is how it took one of America's oldest games
Yeah, are
and
we still in
refashioned it
runner-up,
for one
or-
of gaming's most popular genres, the roguelike.
I think we
The
are.
combination of classic poker rules and randomized joker and tarot cards that augment your combos and bump up your high score so you can get to the next round is pure gaming bliss. Bellatrix is built on creating
what's the game
seemingly
left for the
endless
list?
moments of elation and devastation in equal measures. All you have to do is play your cards right. Literally.
Oh, metaphor? Winner! Oh! Hey, at least Metaphor win. Oh my god, that guy is not Star Wars outlaw. Hey, at least you know this is acceptable.
Years, Atlus's cult RPG series Persona
thought it
went
was
from
gonna be
being a
Star
cool
Wars.
underground RPG series from Japan to one of the biggest franchises in modern gaming. But with Metaphor ReFantazio, it's clear the developers
thought
behind
Virga's gonna
Persona were
win.
seeking to push themselves to new heights. Trading in
Oh,
the
God.
modern-day Japanese
But, you know,
high
at
school
least
setting
Metaphor
for a
win
pure
for their
fantasy
race.
world full of long-eared knights and bat-like ninjas,
Maybe they are not that, you know, far gone, guys. Maybe.
Atlus's Studio Zero has created an incredible and timely meditation on political strife and demagoguery.
One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
After the death of the king, the United Kingdom of Uchronia, divided by racial prejudice among its citizens, begins the process of holding its very first
Guys, from here to here. Oh god, no. What are you doing, IGN? Oh my god. Oh, Metaphor. You know, maybe it's not that bad.
popular election that kickstarts a grand cross-continental adventure. For anyone familiar with the Persona series, you'll find familiar hallmarks here.
Hey,
Players split
I
their
haven't played the
time
game, but
crawling
yeah.
through difficult dungeons full of horrifying monsters, while spending free moments building up relationships with various party members and inhabitants
Nice.
around the country. But while the
Sounds
Persona
good.
games spent these quiet moments reaffirming the virtues of
Yeah,
youthful friendships, Metaphor
maybe someone be like in the team be like, oh, real god, yeah, and then IGN be like, maybe that's too far-fetched. Yeah, let's select games that we won't put them in Game of the Year, and then they just like go over the list, right, and be like, actually, Metaphor. Maybe they wouldn't be mad, you know, if we pick Metaphor.
uses these times to tackle headier questions. What defines a knight's duty? Or the responsibilities of those born into wealth? Can
At least
one
they didn't
ever
put a
heal
Elden
from
Ring,
the pains of
DLC.
racism? And is religious
Since it's not, you
tolerance
know,
a
Game of the
foolhardy
Year,
endeavor?
it's expansion.
These aren't easy questions to address, but are asked plainly throughout Metaphor's 70-hour playtime. While Studio Zero refrains from giving clear-cut answers
I just realized the only compliment for IGN is at least they didn't do this. Yeah, at least other than that, it's like, oh, what the hell now?
to these questions, it instead acknowledges the virtues of empathy,
God.
kindness, and strength in the face of overwhelming fear and hatred that can take root in an uncertain world where leaders promise salvation in exchange for unwavering loyalty. Wrap these philosophical musings in a stylish turn-based RPG that looks and feels stupendous, complete with beautiful character designs from artist Shigenori Soejima and music from Shoji Meguro, and you'll quickly understand
Solid,
why
yes.
Metaphor ReFantazio is IGN's pick for Best Game of 2024.
You'll be a hero. Trust me.
So congratulations to Metaphor ReFantazio and Studio Zero, and also to all of our other winners and runner-ups in 2024's IGN Awards. Be sure to check out our full list of award winners for Best Film, TV Show, and
Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Wait, it's called IGN. How could you do that? God.